There is a positive development in the abortion pill ban. The Department of Justice has decided to challenge a federal judge's ruling out of Texas, which would effectively reverse the FDA's approval of mifepristone, the abortion pill. And so when the DOJ appealed it, they did so with the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. They choose 3 judges for that panel randomly, and 2 of them happen to be appointed by Donald Trump. One of them is appointed by George W. Bush. And they decided that they're gonna temporarily, the court has temporarily blocked the decision by the Texas judge. However, there are some limitations to what they're doing here. So basically the court's decision maintains mifepristone's availability for now, though it temporarily prevents the drug from being sent to patients by mail and rolls back other regulations the FDA had loosened in 2016 to expand access to the pill. What does that mean? Well, at the time, the FDA also approved the use of the pill until 10 weeks of pregnancy instead of just 7 weeks. The appeals court said late Wednesday that the pill can once again be used only until 7 weeks of pregnancy. So there's already a bit of a reversal in the appeals court. The Biden administration is reaching out to another federal judge out of Washington who at the same time had made a ruling that would expand the access to the abortion pill. So they're trying to figure out, like, how do we deal with these 2 conflicting decisions? So I don't know how that's gonna play out, but I do know that the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has decided to block the federal judge's ruling out of Texas.
Okay, so understand the Fifth Circuit is super conservative, and that's relevant here. And the 2 judges that decided that at least portions of this ruling would be preserved were both Trump appointees. The one that said no was the Bush appointee. So even the Bush appointee was like, no, this judge is off his rocker. This makes no sense. The other 2 Trump appointees were like, yeah, saying you can't buy this drug at all is definitely not true, damn it. Okay, so he definitely doesn't have the power to do that. But I could make an argument that some portions are not past the statute of limitations. So I'll preserve this tiny piece of it. And that's the part that Anna read you guys. And so now the most important thing is the Supreme Court, guys, because we've got conflicting courts here. Whenever you have conflicting courts from different circuits, it goes up to the Supreme Court, especially on important issues like this. And so which way are they gonna go? It's 6-3 conservatives filled with religious zealots. So you might think that they might join the religious zealot judge in Texas and go, I don't give a damn about the science. I don't care that it's safer than Tylenol. We're gonna ban it, right? But I don't think so. As we've been saying all throughout, I think that those judges are more pro-corporate than they are, even more so than they are religious zealots. And I think that the Supreme Court eventually will do as their bosses tell them. Their bosses are corporate America. Clarence Thomas didn't go on some religious guy's yacht. He went on a corporate boss's yacht. He went in his mansion. He went on, had all his vacations paid for by a guy who is very much pro-corporate. Those are the guys with all the money that are buying all the judges and the politicians. By the way, right wing, if you're super pissed about the fact, especially if we're right, and even your own Supreme Court betrays you in favor of big pharma, in favor of drug companies, go to Wolfpack, wolf-pack.com. The answer is get all money out of politics. Otherwise, these companies are gonna buy our entire government, no matter which side it lands on. We think it's gonna land on our side in this case because big money's on our side, but that's not how it's supposed to go. We're supposed to have impartial judges, and we certainly don't in this country.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.